Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harrington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC.
He's looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the red zone, it's Russell. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clapp. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown Razorbacks! The first points of the day. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Snags it quickly on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release on the RPO. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Davidson. Picks up the 1st down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Wesco's got it. Breaks free and he might be gone. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Russell. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Jackson will throw. Fires it incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Goes high to pull it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockwood. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this.
Finding some room. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lockwood. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Open space at the 25. He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
On the run, it's Davidson. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might as well stick with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. So now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They get him on the ground. But boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. He'll try it again. Crosses to 40. There's some room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He's got him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Time for the offense to try to put together a fourth quarter drive to break a tie. On the ground, it's Davidson. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Denson. Working that left side now.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On the ground, it's Haynes.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Denson. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it! And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
To the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.